I arrived and it's beautiful. There's snow. So hopefully I'm going to use these images to make a snow scene. And I might even do a painting right here. Hello, Gareth here. And this is the beginning of today's painting trip. And I'm feeling like I'm ready for an adventure. So let's go. Oh. Inside we've got bags of rice, and in here we've got a restaurant. So it's a really big space, and we've got ice cream here, vanilla and also grape flavour, and a mix of both. So I'll just show you a few things. Here we've got a fish called aji, which is Japanese horse mackerel. Over here we've got tofu. So as you can see, endless stuff. And here I don't even know what this is, but I've seen it many times. Anyway, I'll show you in a future video other stuff. Oh, those are peanuts, by the way. They grow peanuts here. But anyway, in a future video I'll show you some of the other things that they have in a roadside station in Japan. So from the roadside station I got myself some onigiri. It's like rice balls, and it's got something like a vegetable and some chicken in it. Very cheap, 211 yen. What's that, $1? I don't know, $1.50, and some pickles. So I'm feeling quite happy now because, well, it's a beautiful day. The sky is such a beautiful blue colour. In winter in Japan, the sky is really clear and it's very beautiful. And also over there on the right, I can see some beautiful mountains, and I love mountains so much. I'm really hoping that I can find a good view of them, and that I can do a painting. So one of them is topped with some snow, just a little bit on the top. But here I haven't got such a good view because there's a few buildings and trees. But hopefully further on there'll be a good view. I arrived and it's beautiful. There's snow. It's beautiful. Look at that contrast between the white snow, the golden grass, the fir trees, and then that lovely blue in the distance. Wow, look at those mountains. They're huge, aren't they? Absolutely huge. So it looks beautiful. So I'm really happy I came. This is success. I can definitely turn this into a painting, I think. It's so nice to get this fresh air. It's a bit chilly, but the sun is shining as well. So I feel like I'm getting toasted and also a little bit frozen at the same time. And over there are the mountains. That's quite a good view actually, isn't it? That might make a good painting. So I'm just going to walk down here. I've no idea what's down here. I've been to this area before, but I've never been along this particular path before. I just love that golden grass over there and the fir trees. I think that looks really beautiful. I like that over there. I like that fence. I think that looks interesting visually. I think that could make for a good painting. I love the little white bits of snow as well. Oh, the wind's not blowing here. It's really nice. That shadow's quite nice, that big shadow there. Cast by a fir tree. Yeah, that's quite good, isn't it? Quite like that. And I could turn that also into a sunset with the light coming between the trees. That could be beautiful. And a figure walking along that path coming towards us. I think I'll take a photo. That looks nice too. So I think some nice things to paint around here. Took a quick photo. I wonder what this was like 100 years ago. I wonder how much they've changed it. I guess the fields, they've made the fields and chopped trees down, or was it naturally a bit like, I guess it would have been this yellow grass here, but I don't know why this grass over here is green, unless it's for cows. So I think I'll walk to the end of the path. Always like to go a little bit further and a little bit further. Always hoping to see something nice. And today I have. I've come back to my starting point and this really beautiful scene, and I've done a painting of it. Here it is. So this is what I've done. I'm really happy with it. I think the most important point when you paint outdoors is keep it simple. Keep it as simple as possible. I haven't bothered to do the individual grass hairs. I did it all with quite a big flat brush. I didn't really use my liner brush until the end with the fence. So I think that's the important point. I only used 3 brushes: a flat brush, a pointed oval, and a liner brush. That was it, and I kept it really simple. My only regret is this barbed wire. I tried to indicate the barbs and it just wasn't worth it. It's okay, and I'm glad that I tried, but without it would have been better. But you live and learn. And it's good to try things. I'm taking a walk now, and this is what I mean about how it looks a little bit more western here, rolling hills, and it looks like there's nothing there. Then suddenly you come over the top of the hill and you see a house or houses and trees. I'm hoping that I can get a good view. I mean, this is quite interesting, but I guess if I put a cow, oh yes, if I put some cows in this field, that would make a good painting, right? I really love the mountain, the different patterns. So you've got that grey fuzzy stuff on top and some like rock details, Then as you come down, you've got those brown fir trees, and then green fir trees, and then the yellow grass. It's quite nice. There's a few white bits of snow as well. I just love mountains. They're so beautiful, majestic. Let's start painting. So this painting was a challenge. Firstly, because it's a difficult subject matter for me, and I did feel somewhat overwhelmed in trying to paint it. And secondly, because I don't normally paint mountains in detail, so it's a very new subject matter for me. What was interesting for me with these mountains was the brown colour. So normally you think of mountains as being grey or a kind of green colour, but on this occasion, brown. So that was a bit surprising. After filling in the base colour of the mountains, I started adding the shadow areas. It was important to get the jagged shape and the direction of the shadows correct. This was really difficult because the shadows are very subtle and very complicated. So I just simplified as much as I could. And then I added the dark fir trees. So I just finished it off quickly because that wind is persistent. My hands are like ice. My nose is running. My upper lip is super dry already. I've spilt water on myself. Well, I wanted to do a much better painting, but there you go. Anyway, it was good practice. So I had a go at one more painting, and it's not great, but I think I learned a bit more about how to paint mountains, and I think this one worked out a bit better. And here's the real thing, which looks a lot more majestic. But back in the studio, I can have another go. And now it's time to go back. Look at that, isn't that beautiful? Stunning. So it's a bit windy up here, a bit cold, so I'm looking forward to going down the hill. It's actually called Windy Hill, Kaze no Oka in Japanese. And it really is that. I'm sinking into this snow and mud, but the air is really fresh. I've got the sun on my face, which is wonderful. And yeah, the ground's not too soft here, which is nice. I'm enjoying looking at the golden grass.